I'm Grant McQueen, and I'm a finance professor here at BYU, and I help work with the finance major. I'd like to tell you a bit about that. First of all, I grew up in the Walnut Creek, Concord area of San Francisco. Been teaching here at BYU for 27 years, and most of that time teaching MBA students. I teach the first class that all MBA students have to take, whether they're in marketing or finance or operations. Everyone takes at least one finance class. My research has been a bit eclectic. I'm working on two projects now. One's related to real estate valuation and whether or not banks are really bad at selling commercial property, or was it just that the market was down at the time? And another project where I'm using how some nefarious types may misuse stock options. Stock options are normally a good thing, I think. It aligns the incentives of the management team with the owners of the company. But there's this window about once a year when the stock option price is set, the strike price is set, where it's possible for some managers to misuse those. And we've documented some evidence that some of that's going on. So let me tell you a little about the type of jobs that our students take. There's two major areas in finance. Most of our students go into corporate finance. So they're going to work for a company like Hewlett Packard or Dell Computer, helping them to make better decisions. So a lot of times, maybe this camera here, someone in the business says, oh, we ought to add this fancy feature or this fancy bell. Everyone's excited about this new thing, but someone's got to decide, does it really add value to the company? So the finance guys talk to the marketers and the customers, and they want to say, you know, if we add this fancy feature to the camera, is it going to add value to the company? And if we add it, should we make it or should we buy it? Which adds the most value? And if we're going to make it, should we do it in this factory or that factory, with this machine or that machine? So we're really trying to add value to the shareholders and to the company by making appropriate decisions. Also, some people in corporate finance go into the treasury function. So they're at corporate headquarters in California or wherever, and they're going to ask questions like, which of our customers should get credit? If we need some more money to build this new factory, are we going to borrow it from a bank? Are we going to issue bonds? Are we going to sell new stock? We've got to talk to the SEC and talk to rating agencies, collect the money when it comes in, tuck it into bed every night to make sure it's earning interest. So a lot of different types of jobs that corporate finance people wear. The second major area that our students go into is investments. So investment banking like Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, money management, portfolio management, even a few go into private equity or venture capital type jobs. Those tend to be less frequent placements there, but still some students make it into those types of jobs. A lot of different companies come here to hire our students. I mentioned HP and Dell and Intel, Adobe, a lot of the high-tech type companies hire. A few of the investment banking companies, all three of the automobile companies come here and hire our students. Historically, we've had oil and gas companies like Exxon and Chevron and Valaris, and although right now oil prices are a bit low, I'm not sure they'll be hiring this coming year. Some real estate companies come here, some marketing type companies like Procter & Gamble even come and hire our students into their corporate finance type offices. So there's really a wide range of jobs our students take, and literally all over the map. Literally all over the map, in Asia, South America, and every state in the US. So a lot of placement options, and we're really proud of the quality of the jobs our students get, the salary level they get, and the progression they make in their careers. Two of our classes that a lot of students are interested in are what I call real money classes. So we have a silver fund, where a group of about a dozen students manage a portfolio between $2 and $3 million. And the students are responsible. We hand off the portfolio to them in September, and it's got a couple $1 million in it. They don't lose it. And the group of students, they manage the money, they make the decisions, they buy, they sell. There's a faculty member that guides them, and we have an outside board, a sounding board that they can get ideas from. And so it's limited enrollment. It's only open to a dozen students who are really serious about managing money. And a similar class, another real money management class, is called Cooter Capital. It's open not just to finance students, but other students. And their group of students have a portfolio where they invest real money in startup deals, in venture capital, and private equity deals. Usually those, you make the investment, but the payday, you don't know how it's going to turn out until 3 or 4 classes down the road when there's an exit. The company merges, goes public. So you need to be patient in that area, but the students really enjoy taking that class. The finance major has a club called the Graduate Finance Association, and a very active club. We have banquets where we invite recruiters. We rent a cabin and go up together, do networking, have speakers come in. It's a method for the second-year students to help the first-year students with their resumes, with their interview skills, with their placement into internships. We have a wonderful faculty here. Professor Heaton, he's got his PhD at Stanford. He teaches our advanced corporate finance class, known for being very rigorous and demanding. Professor Thorley teaches, he went to University of Washington, he teaches our investments class. Craig Merrill went to Wharton, got his PhD there, teaches futures and options and fixed income class. So there's a lot of classes our students take, a lot of flexibility, and we allow for the most part, people to customize their own classes that they want for the careers that they want.